you have a lot of reoccurring injuries in your groin or adductor area, or you're just dealing with a lot of tension from those muscles on the inside of the thigh, well, you're in luck, because I'm going to show you part 2 of our Lengthen and Strengthen series, where in part 1 I showed you how to stretch those areas to elongate the tissues. And now in part 2 I'm going to show you how to strengthen the tissues so then we can marry those to hold on to those changes for longer periods of time. So just like in the Lengthen video, I'm going to show you 3 levels. Level 1 being the easiest and working our way up to the highest level. If you struggle with the level 1 exercise, then don't be a hero and keep guessing on YouTube. Go to a local movement professional and they'll be able to teach you some more things. So the only piece of equipment we need for this is a bench at the gym, or I got a folding chair at home, or you can use your couch, anywhere where you can prop your leg up. Because level 1, we're going to be doing a isometric Copenhagen plank. Similar to a traditional side plank, but this time we're going to use our top leg as our support. So then hanging out here, we're going to get a lot of that contraction through our adductor muscles. So our starting position is the same as a side plank, but the top side's elevated. And if you need to, you can assist yourself by pushing yourself up. And then from here, we're going to bring that bottom leg up and then just hold this contraction. Now, if you can, we want to go about 30 seconds in this position, but if you can only handle about 10 seconds, then you could just do some more repetitions or rounds. And then while I'm here, I'm thinking about just trying to maintain my breathing and not trying to move too much from the spine. And you can tell I'm shaking the longer I'm here. Now, if this is too challenging, there is a way to make it easier. And I'll show that from my left side, where if we shorten the lever arm, so if the foot was my support, I have to maintain a lot more stability with my adductors. If I just bend and come up on my knee, same exact concept, but this time that lever is shortened, so I still get that adductor activation, but it's not as intense. So this might be your starting position if you struggle with the first one. And then same thing, just trying to hold this position for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. As long as you're not breaking your form. All right, that was level 1, which is just an isometric or a hold in those positions. Now we're going to start to elongate the muscle under contraction. So I'll stay on my left side for this. Now this is the same exact position. Well, it's going to be the same position for all 3 of these moves. Come up into that side plank, bring that up, and then instead of an isometric, we're going to do an eccentric contraction. So I'm slowly trying to lower myself back down to the ground, anywhere between 3 and 5 seconds. And you can tell I'm already panting, and that was 1 rep. And then once you're here, you can assist yourself to bring yourself back up, and then simply repeat for a good 5 to 10 repetitions. And the reason why we're going to an eccentric is now we're in an isometric, and now we're starting to contract those muscles as we lengthen them, which is the whole point of this series. And then your modification, I'll show it on my right side. If that's too much, we'd come up into that isometric like we did before, and then we're just simply lowering our pelvis to the ground under a good 3 to 5 second time period. And then you can assist yourself back up, and then just simply repeat the process anywhere between 5 and 10 repetitions. Level 1 and level 2 should be challenging for most of you, but there's a couple of you sickos out there that need even more, and that's what level 3 is for. So if you get the premise, we're trying to lengthen the muscles and then strengthen. So now we're going to work into an eccentric and concentric contraction of our adductor muscles. So you guessed it, same exact starting position as the first 2. And I'm going to start from the top. So I'm going to bring myself up into this Copenhagen plank. And then now I'm going to think about doing a 3 to 5 second eccentric, hover above the ground, drive foot into the surface to then bring myself back up concentrically. And holy smokes, am I shaking. You can shoot for 10 if you can, but 5 reps is adequate here. And this way we can really start to strengthen those adductor muscles so we can get longer lasting results. Whew. Again, if you needed to modify the leg before, you could start to challenge before moving on to straight leg, where I come up into this plank position, slowly lower back down, hover above, now drive knee and shin area into the surface to bring myself back up. And it's hard to hold a conversation while doing this exercise. Same concept with the modification, a good 5 to 10 reps, or until you feel like, whew, your form is breaking. Whoo! Are my adductors lengthened and strengthened now? I hope you enjoyed this series where I show you how to lengthen and strengthen a certain muscle group. So if you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments what muscle group you want to see next. And of course, if you jump to the strengthening, check out the lengthening videos so then you can combine the two for longer lasting results.